Alright, so here we have a Scudo Grand Vitara. I don't think it matters. It's a Suzuki SUV. Now this one has the ESP function, right? And this is the code that are in the system. So I just want to show you guys the kind of links we usually have to go through to confirm and diagnose a customer's problem before we call a module. Now this is a perfect example of us having to repair one part to confirm one part. So let me show you. As you can see here, we have current code, cut solenoid, and steering angle sensor calibration incomplete. Now this code here you would not be able to do a steering angle sensor calibration because of this code here, right? Even though the steering angle sensor is good. So let me just show you data stream. I'm not sure if it's going to disable the data because it's it has a fault, but let's see. Alright, so you see here it says none in, meaning it's not initialized, and even if you turn the steering wheel, nothing happens. Right? So let me show you the kind of links that we go through before we call a module, so the customer does not waste $1,400, because that's the cost that that someone here, a local scrapyard, had quoted for the customer. So let me show you. So here we have the ABS module. So I already separated the electronic side. So as I said, we did some repairs on the board so we can confirm our test. All right. So you can see a little rust on some of the solenoids. That's always how the ABS works. These solenoids here each one has a different function when it comes to how the brake is actuated with this pump here. So now what we do in a situation like that, because we already tested, we have the two powers, the two ground, we have the ignition, we have everything. We can communicate with the ABS module now. So let me show you what we do to confirm our test. So what we do, we have our speed connectors connected, and yes, we have a headlight bulb. This is a 55-watt bulb, but we're only using one part of the headlight socket. All right, so we're not using the full load, we're only using one part. So now let me show you what the scan tool is going to report now. Remember the first code that was there about solenoid? All right, so switch ignition on, start it up, and let's read the fault code. Now you see it says history code. Now this code here, this here is because of part of the sensor, part of the socket. There is a pressure sensor inside of it, and it's not connected now because it's outside. But you see now the code gone history. So if we clear this code, we have a failure because there's one code that won't go. We read the code. See, it says here steering angle sensor and master cylinder. So the other code, the other fault code has gone. So what did we just do? We did something called load replacement. So we replaced the load of the motor with something of similar load value, and we used that to diagnose the system, to properly diagnose the system. So now we know for sure the customer needs ABS pump motor. So all we have to do now is just seal it up, and the customer will just buy a pump motor, and that's it. All right, no other problem. Then we just have to calibrate the steering angle sensor, and the vehicle is good to go. All right, have a good day, guys.